As noted in my previous video, Whis says that he isn't strong enough to make stars. However, in the old Japanese statement, Goku rather asks him, "Can you even make stars?" And Whis once again answers no.
Are you guys powerful enough to make stars? Of course not.
So, with this change, does the statement lead to the same conclusion? Well, not as direct. I believe the answer is yes. If Whis isn't able to make stars, then we have to ask ourselves, why can't he make stars? I'm sure that someone is already typing on their keyboards that he can't make stars because he simply doesn't have the hacks to do so. Except that's not true. On many occasions, Whis has shown the ability to create things out of energy. He has shown creation hacks on multiple instances in both the anime and the manga. He can create not only physical matter but also gases such as oxygen for Goku and Vegeta to breathe when they travel through space, given how they verbatim cannot breathe in space. And this is also backed up by Vadus creating air on the nameless planet. He's also a superior being to King Kai who can make any kind of matter, so it naturally follows that the same applies to him. We also know that Whis scales above Cell, whose ki can extend to the sun. Thus, it follows that Whis' ki and energy should be able to extend at least to star level distances bare minimum. So since the issue isn't reach or the lack of hacks, then the only possible outcome is that the issue is lack of power. I've seen the quote that Supreme Kais make stars, which is not true. The statements only ever refer to them making planets, and even that is explained to be a chain reaction. It's stated they only provide the impetus for planets to be born naturally and nothing else. And I know that if I don't address this, somebody will say that King Kai can make stars because he stated he can make anything. The statement is better interpreted as referring to any kind of matter as opposed to him being able to make literally anything. As in the Dragon Ball Super manga, we do see that he has limits. He quite literally was unable to make himself a large planet and needed Purunga for that. And once the Purunga wish gets wasted, he is on his knees being depressed, which would make no sense if he was able to make a planet. So we know that he has a limit to how much matter he can create. He can create any kind of matter, but he has a limit to the sheer volume, because it requires energy. As a bonus in the Ressurection F manga spin-off, Goku and Vegeta are scared by Beerus's destruction feat, with Goku noting that if this blast had hit them, it would have killed them on the spot and reduced them to nothing. Now, of course, one could argue that the reason they were scared wasn't because the star was destroyed, but because the amount of ki that Beerus's attack had. But that would make very little sense given the fact that the attack already went past them, they already dodged it, reacted to it, and watched it as it traveled for a good while before it hit the star, and they never reacted with such fear until it destroyed the star. This implies that the reason they were scared wasn't because of the ki, because they were already sensing it ever since it was fired. The reason is because of the destruction they saw it cause. Now, of course, this could simply be a very, very large planet, however, we know it's located inside a galaxy within the mortal universe, and thus it's smaller than that galaxy. Therefore, bare minimum, this proves that Goku and Vegeta cannot destroy this galaxy on screen in Ressurection F despite having Saiyan beyond God. And since Blue isn't that much beyond God, it also speaks for Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta in Ressurection F. So it does kinda support that they are not galaxy busters, and to the very least it proves that they cannot destroy Universe 7, especially when Beerus's realm actually gets dwarfed by the galaxy it's within, which means they are not even remotely capable of destroying that galaxy. Not even half, not even 10%, not even 1%. Even if you wanna claim that this is a solar system level planet or a multi-solar system level planet, it gets dwarfed by a portion of the universe, and thus it debunks the idea of Goku being able to destroy the universe, especially since this is held as a very high regard feat.